Top of the morning, YouTube. Got a dandy for you today. America versus the black man. I mean, it looks bad, right? It's definitely there's something odd going on here with the way America treats black people. And that's not really, to me, that's not really the big story here. The big story is how much have black people forgiven or have been delusional about their position in America. I mean, they're voting, they're participating, they're doing all the things to claim their birthright. But it doesn't seem that America wants to accept the black man on, I would say, level playing grounds. I mean, it just seems that, to me, black people have forgiven and moved on, in my opinion. There's some of us, a few of us, that still are aware, I guess. But for the most part, a lot of black people focus on other black people, right? Seem like our war is against us more than anybody else. But ultimate thing is America hasn't or won't let black people forget their animosity towards them. And it shows in how they police us. It shows in how they treat us in the court system. It shows us how they treat us even when they're doing a rally for us to vote for them, right? They put up 2 or 3 women, they put up 2 or 3 women and shake their ass, and that's all they have for us, right? No intellectual conversation. I just really believe America has no respect for black people in totality. I believe America's still beefing with the blacks from slavery. I believe it's never changed and never will. I believe that this is a long-standing war, one-sided though, because I don't think the blacks are like you don't hear black people going around like pulling up on white people, right? Or any race for that part. Our main beef and focus is on each other. We war against each other quite well, matter of fact. So I don't even understand why the white people won't let us just destroy ourselves. But the white people want to get in and remind us, we don't fuck with y'all like that. We don't fuck with y'all like that. And there's several instances where it's clear. It's clear, and that is okay, I think. Right? I think that's okay for them to let that be known. What's not okay is when the black side with them, regardless. Like it seems like because we want to take acceptance, we want to be accepted, right, by them, that we are even willing to, they're not saying we need to act, vigorously or do any type of rioting. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we need to be violent or nothing. But we do need, I think, have some sort of self-respect on, hey, it is what it is. You're not going to just, we understand what's going on. We understand that y'all would never like us for whatever reason, for whatever, the case may be. And we need to accept that. But it doesn't seem like we're trying to, I would say, keep that in the books. we seem like we're trying to leech onto them or latch onto them and be accepted by them as equal, right? Because black people call themselves Americans, and then they talk down on other blacks coming from a top position of economics. They're basically siding with America. Oh yeah, I'm American, and them degenerate blacks, fuck them. I don't know what's wrong with them. The black community needs this trash. But then when America goes and put a missile in Iran, in a conflict that had nothing to do with them, crickets. America and they're very, they're very countries built on violence, and they're still holding that trump card. But how they feel about black people, they treat us different than any other race here. I'm not saying that cops don't delete white people. I'm not saying cops don't delete Asians, but their deletions look different. Their deletions look different, right? For a white person to get deleted, they got to really be doing something. Like they got to really be coming at the police. They got to really have a gun. They got to really do something that's real, Black people, we don't have to really do that much, right? Just, they'll pull up like fuck him. We could sit in the car, ask questions, and be, treated with more of a biased approach. Now, I dare anybody to come say that America, it hasn't moved on from the state on which they have come, right? I think black people come further in forgiveness about slavery than the white people. I believe the white people are, holding on to the past. And let's look at a few footage. We're really gonna see. Am I just running the Victim Olympics? Or am I on to something? We're gonna see exactly what this is. Before they drive off, park right here and take bill for the gentleman.
No, sorry. The driver in there?
Blue beds.
Which one? The blue one over there.
Which one? Yep. Just head back in.
Okay. All right.
They're moving around a lot. You see your hands.
Damn, man.
Stay in the car. Let me see your other hand.
I'm sorry.
Let me see your other hand.
Please, Mazal.
Both
I
hands.
didn't do nothing.
Put your fucking hands up.
The first thing he says, I'm sorry. That's non-confrontational.
Right now. Let me see your other hand.
All right. What I do though? What did we do?
Put your hand up there. Put your fucking hand up
I
there.
got shot before. I got
Jesus
shot.
Christ. Keep your fucking hands on the
I
wheel.
got shot.
Keep your fucking hands on the wheel.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, Mr. Officer.
Who else is in the car?
I got shot. This is my friend.
Put your foot back in.
I'm sorry, Mr. Officer. I'm so sorry. God dang, man. Man, I got shot the same way, Mr. Officer, before.
Okay, well, when I say let me see your hands, you put your fucking hands up.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Officer.
You got them?
Man, dang, man.
Put your hands on top of your head.
Man, Mr. Officer. Man. Last time I got shot like that, Mr. Officer.
Hands on top of your head. Hands on top of your head. Step out of the vehicle and step away from me, all right? Step out and face away. Step out and face away.
Okay, Mr. Officer, please don't shoot me. Please, man.
I'm not going to shoot you. Step out and face away.
I'm going to get out of eye, man. Please don't shoot me, man.
I'm not shooting you, man.
Please, man. I just lost my mom, man.
Taking one out. Step out and face away.
So sorry.
Step out and face away.
Please don't shoot me, Mr. Officer. Please don't shoot me, man.
Step out and face away.
Can you not shoot me, man?
I'm not shooting you. Step out and face away.
Okay. Please, man. Please. I didn't know, man.
Get out of the car.
I didn't know, Mr. Officer. I didn't know.
Fucking hands on your back. Fucking hands right now.
Stop moving. I'm not doing nothing. Put your hands behind your back then. I'm not going to do nothing. Face in the floor.
Things are wrong.
Hey, you come back. Stay in the car. I'm sorry, Mr. Officer. I get on my knees, whatever. Stop resisting, man. I'm not. Yes, you are. I want nothing wrong, man. Stand up. Please, man. Stand up for me. I want to go. Stand up. I want to go back there. I ain't gonna do nothing that's wrong, man. Come on, walk with me. Walk with me. Walk with me. My feet, man. God damn, man. Stand up. Why you doing me like that? Stand up.
Now, right here, the man is in handcuffs. He is no longer a threat. He's no longer a threat.
Come on. I just want to stop doing it. We're trying to get out of the street here so you don't get hit by a car. That's it, man. I was looking, man. What did I do wrong? Take a seat. Sit down for me. Thank you, man. Thank you, Mr. Sit down. Thank you, man. God. Sit all the way down. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will. Please, man. Please, man. You got an ID on you? I got one at home. All right, what's your name? George. George? George Perry Floyd. I don't know what's going on. Man, that's it. Spell it for me. Geo. Yep. RTE. Last name? Floyd. Yeah, man. FLOYD. FLOYD? Yes. Date of birth? And that's October 14th. October 14th? 73. Man, I got shot last time. Same way, man. Hey, you mind doing me a favor? Just run this back for me. George Floyd. Thank you. Man, you looking at I don't want no problem. I ain't gonna do nothing. Man, you know why we're here? Why? We're here because it sounds like you gave a fake bill to the individuals in there. Yeah. You understand that? Yes. And you know why we pulled you out of the car? Because you was not listening to anything we told you. Right. I didn't know what was going on. You listen to us and we will tell you what's going on, all right? When you're moving around like that, that makes us think way more is going on than we need to know. Right. And that's all I had. Gotcha, all right. I'm going to put you in the back of a squad, all right? So, can I talk to you? Yeah, we're going to sort all this out, all right? Please, man. That's your car key? It's my sister. Key fob right there? Yes, sir. Man, I got one problem. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that for you, all right? Stand up. Please, man. All right. Because I was so pissed with this. I was like, right now, I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, and look at you still able to reach your side. You're making me nervous. That's why I was feeling. It's my wrist. Look at it. Yeah, I got you. We'll fix all that. But you got to watch with me. Ouchie,
What
man.
Are you on something right now?
No, nothing. Because you acting real erratic. Man, I'm scared, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, you got foam around your mouth, too? Yes. I was just moving earlier.
Let's go.
Man, what up? All right, let me calm down now. It's a little better now.
Keep walking.
Okay, do me one favor, man.
No,
We're going to talk
we
about
get
that
to
when we get to the
Let's
car.
get to the car, man.
Stop moving around. Oh, man. God, don't leave me, man. Please, man, don't leave me, man.
Here.
I
want to watch that car too, so
man. Just unlock the door for me. I beat it there. Stand up. Stop falling down. I'm claustrophobic, man. Stand up. I'm claustrophobic. Stay on your feet and face the car door. Man.
You get a
Please. No. Please. Get out the door, man. I don't want to talk to you,
No.
man. Please, let me talk to you, please. Man, you ain't listening.
Right? When he said he's claustrophobic, the officers were supposed to get a medical advisor on power. They're supposed to shut him down, get on the radio, say we need a medical nurse or something to come out so that we can deal with this, whatever he's claiming he has. He says he's claustrophobic. That can be a mental illness, all right? Meaning you need to treat this as a now mentally ill patient. But you need to get the CAT team in there, right? Who's going to take him to a hospital, a mental hospital. All they came to pull up on him for was it was allegedly he gave the guy a fake bill. That's a misdemeanor. That's a ticket. That is not the grounds for the arrest. And they don't know, they didn't even look at the cameras. They didn't go say, well, let's look at the cameras to see if he did give you a fake bill. The dude just said, hey, that guy gave me a fake bill. They went over there. Instead of what they were supposed to do is ask him, well, the guy over here said you gave us a fake bill. We're going to investigate this. So let us take down all your information, your address, your license plate, all that. And then from there, they're supposed to give him a ticket for a court date. And then from there, go and leave and hand the case over to detectives and let them go over the cameras, get them confiscate the bill, see if everything lines up, and then put a warrant out for his arrest. Then take him to the or go get him. If he doesn't show up, then arrest him and then take him down and begin the process. But you can't make an arrest. This is an illegal arrest. You can't put a cuffs on a man because an allegation was made by a citizen, right? It wasn't another cop. It was a citizen said, oh, he gave us a fake bill. And then instead of you walking up to him and asking him, which you're not supposed to do that anyway. So let's get this straight. We got to get the process straight. If an allegation is made by, and let's say a business person, a citizen, that this guy, other than violence, right, gave me a fake bill, this then will call for investigation to make sure that the bill came from him and was in the system. They got to first find the bill. They got to collect evidence. You can't just arrest nobody because allegation was made of that sort. That is a and at worst, it's a misdemeanor. At worst, which is a fine, maybe a $200 fine. At worst.
Nothing we're saying, so we're not going to listen to nothing you're saying.
Can you watch that car? Just make sure no one goes in it.
I hear you, but you are going to face this door right now.
Listen up. Stop.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything y'all tell me to do, man. I'm not a resistor, man. I'm not. You can ask him. They know me, you know.
Check that side.
But God, man, I won't do nothing like that, y'all. Why is it going on like this? Look at my wrist, Mr. I'm not the kind of guy.
Sit still.
Stop, I'm not the kind of guy.
Stop.
You please. I'm not that kind of guy, Mr. Officer. Please.
Face away.
Please, man. Don't leave me by myself, man. Please. I'm just claustrophobic. That's it.
Well, you're still going in the car.
Got anything sharp on you?
I won't do nothing to hurt y'all.
Do you have anything sharp
no,
on you?
Sir.
Not even like a comb or nothing?
Nothing. I don't have nothing. Why y'all doing me like that, Mr. Officer? Please crack it window for me and stuff, man.
Stand up
I am
straight.
claustrophobic for real, Mr. Officer.
You got him?
Could you please crack it for me? Please.
Yes, I'll
Remember my
crack
name.
it.
Stay
I
with me,
will.
man.
I will.
Please stay with me, man. Thank you. God, man. I didn't know all this was gonna happen, man. Please, man. I just want my hands free. I don't want to do nothing, y'all, man. Nothing.
Are you got inside in the pocket real quick on your side?
I'm listening. And I understand that people do stuff and y'all don't know me.
There's guns. There's nothing worse.
Take a seat.
Okay.
Grab a seat.
Why are you having trouble walking?
Because I was my
I'll roll the windows down, okay?
Please, man. Please don't do this.
Take a seat.
I'm going in, Mr. Officer. I'm going in.
No, you're not.
I gotta go in.
Take a seat.
Grab a seat, man.
Man, y'all don't believe me, Mr. Officer.
Take a seat.
I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy, man.
Take a seat.
Y'all, I'm gonna die here.
Take a
I'm gonna
seat.
die, man.
You need to take a seat right now.
And I just had COVID, man. I don't want to go back to that.
Take
Okay,
a seat.
I'll roll the windows
No.
down. Hey, listen.
Dang, man.
Listen.
I'm not that kind of guy.
I'll roll the windows down
Please,
and you pull the
man.
legs in, all right? I'll
Y'all
put the air on.
God, look at that. Look at
You're
that.
not even listening.
Look at it. Look at it.
We can fix it, but not while you're standing out here.
Okay, man. God, y'all do me bad, man. Man, I don't want to try to win. I don't want to try to win. I don't want to win. I'm claustrophobic. I'm claustrophobic. I got anxiety. I don't want to do nothing to
I'll
them.
roll the window down.
Man, I'm scared as fuck, man. When I start breathing, it's gonna go off on me, man.
Pull your legs in.
Okay. Let me count to three. Let me count to three.
What's up, No Chaser? I'm just saying my evaluation. This is my first time looking at this video, and I'm just saying for my careful evaluation, it was not enough to arrest. Number one, right? The store clerk said this guy, particularly George Floyd, gave them a fake bill, one bill, which by all measurements, at worst is a misdemeanor. And they did not have proof, right, that this man gave a fake bill. But even if, let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's say that, okay, they had proof that he gave him a fake bill. It's a misdemeanor. That's a ticket. At worst, that's a ticket. And then for a court date. And then from there, they're supposed to perform an investigation. The detectives are supposed to come out and investigate. George Floyd's supposed to be at home with a ticket for a court date while they're investigating to see. They got to first find the bill, look at the cameras, go over the cameras to see that, make sure Floyd handed him the bill, and then the guy confiscated the bill. All this shit before you get to court. And then if he doesn't make his court date, then a warrant. This is not a violent case, right? This is not a murder. This is not a murder, right? This is not something that, was pertained to or that would, in my opinion, warrant, handcuffs and you tell the man, get out the car and all this. All you needed was his driver license. You didn't go write the ticket for a court date. You tell them you the ticket for passing fake money, whatever. It's a misdemeanor because they're no longer allowed to put people in jail for misdemeanors, right? But, and then from there, be out about that very way. This is not a case, in my opinion, or just the beginning of it is not something that warranted this type of policing. Right? This is not a fugitive from justice who's been running for multiple homicides. This is not a case where they were trying to hunt down a serial deleter. This is fake money. One fake bill. All right? Now, but for a little annoying, yeah, he was annoying. But I mean, come on. Come on, right? In my opinion, they should have, gave him a ticket for a court date. That's it. And they took it way too far. Let's keep watching.
I'm going in. Please.
You can't win.
Please, I'm not trying to win. I'm not trying to win. I get on the ground, anything. I can't
Get in
stand
the car.
this, man. He know it. He know it, Mr. Officer. Y'all hear me? Don't do me like that, man.
Get in the
Please.
car.
Okay, can I talk to you, please?
Yes, you get in this car. We can talk.
I am claustrophobic.
I'm hearing you, but you're not working with me.
God, I'm claustrophobic, man.
Get in the
Come
car.
on over here. I'm gonna pull you in.
Get in the car.
Get in the front. Please.
No, you're not getting in the
I'm
front.
claustrophobic, Mr. Officer.
Get in the car.
Okay, man. Okay. I'm not a bad guy,
Get
man.
in the car.
I'm not a bad guy. Man. Open my door. Please, officer. Please,
Sit.
please.
Take a seat.
I mean, in my opinion, I think George Floyd was a goofy. I mean, I'm imagining myself if I was in their position, right? And he's talking like that. I'm like, oh, this nigga's a goofy. I would just be like, you know what? This is what we're going to do, right? I would have negotiated with him a little bit. You know what I mean? This guy ain't no threat. You know, he's cuffed. You know, we really don't have proof. We really don't have the evidence of this accusation. Right? I would say, okay, you know what? We're gonna give you this. We're gonna give you this ticket. If you don't, you got a court date. I'm not gonna ask him any questions. Did you get the money? I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I'm pretty much not gonna treat him barbarically, because this type of case, this is a borderline still in a candy bar, right? This is passing fake money is equivalent. I mean, we're talking about one bill. We're not talking about a whole bunch of thousand bills. One bill, which he probably got the hood. You know what I mean? Somebody probably gave him fake bill. He, in my opinion, was probably ignorantly. So let's talk about fake bills, right? Just because you give a fake bill doesn't mean that you're guilty of this act, right? Somebody could have did a transaction, on a street transaction with you, and shoveled you off the fake bill, right? The truth, for them to really charge you with this, right? They need to prove that you got some sort of mechanism to make these fake bills, right? Usually, because this is what they usually do. They usually investigate you. They watch you for a while. They sit back. They're like, you know, they say this guy passed me a fake bill. Like, oh, okay. And then they may walk up to you and question you. So, you know, this guy says you gave him a fake bill. You'd be like, man, I don't know. Dude, all right, have a good day. And then they'll pass you on to the detectives. The detectives, sometimes the feds will come in. They'll pay attention to you. You know, you become on the radar and see if you continue to pass these bills, right? Then they look for a pattern of you constantly passing bills, so they can build a case on you, because they want to not only, because they got you for the bills already. They want to know, okay, where are you getting these bills from? Where are you getting this fake money from? They want to get to the source of that. For if you have some sort of house where you're making these things at, they want to bust the whole operation open. This is how these things go. This is how, when you talk about fake money, this is how they go. This is a really play by play. I'm just giving it to y'all. It ain't just a guy pass fake money and then you go arrest him and put him in jail. Those cases never happen like that in the history of America. It's always paper trail, find out, because they want to be sure so that they can get this money off the streets. They like to end this right there. So this is already a bogus arrest.
Please, man. Please. No, take a seat. I can't joke. I can't breathe. Please.
Fine.
But let's keep it 100. Does George Floyd look like the type that can orchestrate a fake money making? This, you see how he was talking? This nigga's a dope fiend. And he talking, sorry. So this nigga's not very smart. We see that his education is not there. Do you think he's can really put together a money smuggling operation where he's passing fake bills? One bill they got. One bill. Come on, man. as officer of law, you can realize a criminal who's slick and savvy versus a nigga who just probably got some money. Nigga gave him some shit and he just went in there, bought some shit, and the guy said, hey, he gave him a fake bill. Like, keep it real, homie. This nigga Floyd is not no nickel slick nigga. This nigga talking about sorry. This nigga's acting all goofy. He gang goofy. Who, like, I would probably be laughing if I was an officer. I would be laughing. I'm like, you know what? Go about your day, man. Look, we'll give you this ticket because we want to find out where you got this bill from. I know this nigga ain't no kingpin of no motherfucking operation. This nigga ain't even. This nigga is stupid. That's just bullying, right? This is some. This is why I say, America have to let black people know we don't fuck with y'all. We're just doing this because we just don't fuck with y'all like that. We talk about you guys all the time in the police precinct. For real.
My wrist, man. My wrist, man, please. I can't take this, man. I can't. I'm gonna lay on the ground. I'm gonna lay on the ground. I'm gonna lay on the ground.
Getting in the squad.
I'm gonna lay on the ground. I'm gonna lay on the ground. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm going down.
Get in the squad.
I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm not going to worry, man.
Bro, you gonna got a heart attack shit, man. Get in the car.
I know I can't breathe.
Get in the
I
car.
can't breathe. I just COVID, man. I can't breathe.
I agree, no chaser, but when I understand no chaser, you're confirming what I just said. This nigga's a gang goofy. Right? This nigga gang goofy. He a dope fiend out here. Right? This nigga, you should be, as an officer, you should be able to discern. Is this nigga the type that have a money machine at his house to make fake money? Because is he look like that type of smart person? I don't think so. I think this nigga might just came up back, got some bad money. Because you know he's out here hustling. You know what I'm saying? He's on the streets, hold up signs probably for money. He's probably, he's not, this nigga's not a worker, homie. This nigga's out here on the blocks, on the streets, getting money out the mud. So this nigga's coming with TVs. You want to buy this? You want to buy this? You know how to do it? Yeah, hey, yo, bro, I got this. And they could probably pass them off some fake money. Keep it a ring.
I can't breathe. Please, man. Please listen to me.
Is he going to
Please
jail?
listen to me.
He's under arrest right now for forgery.
I can't.
Can we figure out what's going on?
For what?
Take him out and just.
For what? Please, man. I can't fucking breathe.
Hey, come on out.
Look at you. Thank you. Thank you.
Get him down the ground.
Yeah,
On the
just
ground.
get up
On the ground.
I appreciate that. I do.
All right.
You got your restraint. Hobble.
I can't breathe.
Okay.
I can't breathe.
Grab that.
Jesus
I
Christ.
can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Thank you.
I can't breathe.
Stop moving.
Mama.
Yeah.
Mama.
Stay off.
Mama.
One of the front couches
Mama.
on my right side bag.
Mama.
You're the arrest guy.
All right. Oh my God.
Now you go to jail.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
No problem.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this, man. Mama, I love you. Reese, I love you.
Shit, I can't breathe. Once he said I can't breathe, that officer was supposed to get his knee off his neck because he was already cuffed. It wasn't like he's going to go anywhere. Take your knee off his neck. Make sure the man oxygen is flowing through. Right? Right? He said, I can't breathe. And you got your foot on a place where the air is coming through. Common sense tells you, if you're really, just being a professional, Just take your knee. Let his air get through. You got him down on the ground. He's no threat. He's absolute. George Floyd is absolutely no threat at this point. Once they put the cuffs on his hand, he was no threat. Now, was he a little annoying? Yes. I ain't gonna lie. He was annoying as fuck. Right? If you're trying to get this nigga to make it out of the car, and he's like, no, and he's strong. He looked like he's strong. Right? But is that enough? Is that enough to imply that type of pressure on someone's very vulnerable? The neck is one of the most vulnerable spots of the body. You can choke a nigga out, kill him with your hand. A knee is upon an extraordinary amount of more pressure than a hand. So I don't want to hear, oh well, they didn't know. Nigga, the neck is one of the most vulnerable parts of the body. This is without, this is not arguable. And anybody who think this was the police doing a good job, you really need to reformulate or come out of that illusion that America really loves you, that really, really fucked with you. This was a classic act, in my opinion. They never, from the beginning, when they made eye contact with him, I'm not saying they were going to delete him. I don't think they was premeditated. No, I don't think that was their intentions. But their intentions was, we don't care if we have evidence, proof. We don't care if it's just a lie or allegations. We're taking this nigga down because he deserves to go to jail. I believe it was a little racially motivated to that degree. And, and that's how, and it ended in a bad way.
You got Hobble?
Dude, my keys, I left them. I'm dead.
Mine's in my side. It's listed. It's labeled. It says Hobble. It's on the
I
top.
can't breathe for this, man. It's cold-blooded, man. Mama, I love you. I can't do nothing.
Yeah, EMS is on their way.
My face is gone. I can't breathe, man.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
Please let me stand.
No.
Please, man, I can't breathe.
Get up on the sidewalk, please. One side or the other, please.
My face getting bad.
Here, should we get his legs up?
Oh, my God.
Nope, just leave them.
Oh,
Just
my
leave
God.
them. Yep, just leave them.
All right.
I'm dead.
Hopefully, Park's still sitting on the car. They were.
Look at my
He
face,
was acting
man.
very little shady like she was in there. I'm assuming so.
I believe so. We found a
He
pipe.
wouldn't get out of the car.
I ain't
He
even
wasn't following instructions.
Please,
Yeah, it's across the street. Park's watching.
please,
Two other people with him.
please, I can't breathe. Please, man. Please, somebody help me.
I probably step it up then. You got it?
Please, man, somebody help me.
Relax.
I can't breathe.
You're
You're
talking.
fine. You're talking fine.
Deep
I
breath.
can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. My body just died in the face.
Relax.
Man, I can't breathe my face. Just get up.
He's got to be on something.
What do you want?
I can't breathe. Please, the knee in my neck. I can't breathe shit.
Get up, get in the car, man.
Now, right then, this is where the conspiracy sets in. Another officer should have been responsible enough to say, hey, take the knee off his neck. He's non-threat. He's a non-threat to us at this point. Let him breathe. Let's make sure he breathes. Even if it might be, you don't need to be putting a knee on nobody's neck to contain them when they're cuffed. Once the handcuff goes on, you are cooked. I know there's a little bit of battle and tussling going on, but the officer are going to win. They're in a winning position. Once you're cuffed, you can't. There's nothing you can do. You can go back and forth, but you can't break the cuffs. This thing ain't the Incredible Hulk. It's over. He's done. He's cooked. The battle's already over. And you threw an extra, put the knee on the neck. That's extra. I agree with that. No chaser. I agree with that. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that George Floyd was not annoying. But being a professional, right? You know that the neck, and you have to agree with this, no chaser. The neck is the one of the most vulnerable parts on the human's body. And the officer, he's minimum, 200 some pounds? Minimum? And you're applying probably 40, 50 pounds of pressure on the esophagus. That's like, you're not ignorant of that, right? We're not ignorant. Yeah, he probably couldn't breathe. Maybe he was well a little. Maybe he was extra in the beginning. But as a professional, if you put your knee on a man's neck, or even, let's say not a professional, any nigga know if you get a nigga by neck, I don't know, no chaser. Have you ever choked a motherfucker out? Or have a motherfucker ever choked you out? Or have you seen somebody get choked out? Have you seen somebody get choked out before? You can pass out. They can kill you. I mean, they can delete you. The neck is the most vulnerable, one of the most vulnerable parts of the human body. And I'm not saying that if you're in a fight or something, you have to get a hold of it by neck. Yeah. But you got a man cuffed. He's handcuffed. So at this point, this is an act. Now, this is an overt act of reckless policing. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. We blacks, we don't want to hear this though. Are we taking the side of the police in this matter? Are we saying they did a good job?
I will. I can't move.
Is
Mama.
put a weed pipe on him. There might be something else with it. Might be like PCP or something.
Okay.
Is that the shaking of the eyes, right? Is PCP?
My knee. My neck.
Where their eyes like shake
I'm
back and forth
through.
really fast.
I'm through. I'm claustrophobic. My stomach hurts. My neck hurts. Everything hurts. There's water or something. Please. Please. I can't breathe.
Talking.
They will kill me. They will kill me, man.
Takes a heck of a lot of oxygen.
Come on, man. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. They will kill me. They will kill me. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
We tried that for 10 minutes.
Please,
Roll him on the side.
Stand put where you got him.
I just worry about the delirium or whatever.
Last 5 minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
that's awesome.
Hard to talk to you, bro. But you can get him off the ground. You're being a bum right now. You can get him off the ground, bro.
You can get him off the ground, you get him bum right now. He enjoying that. He enjoying that shit.
Right there, his body's convulsing. You can clearly see that he's going into a state of shock at this point.
He enjoying that shit. He a fucking bum, bro. He enjoying that shit right now, bro. You could have fucking put him in the car by now, bro. He's not resisting the rest of nothing. You enjoying it. Look at you. Your body language is crazy. You fucking bum. But, yeah, I already know that, bro. I tell you what happened to these dumbass dudes at the academy, bro. You know that's bogus right now, bro. You know it's bogus. You can't look at me like a man because you're a bum, bro. He's not even resisting arrest right now, bro.
And you see that they're telling him, you bogus. You bogus. What's good? He's already in full submission. If this ain't hate, if this ain't hatred, if this ain't hatred for the black man, I don't know what it is. Let's move on to something else, right? I'm not going to get, that's a little, let's go into something, let's go into another, right? Let's go to another. That was a little graphic, right? That was, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm not going to in no way say that was very unprofessional. Yes, no, Chester, you're absolutely right. And it cost a man his life. And listen, all I'm saying is this was a race. I believe that was hatred. Yeah, it escalated, but it could have been, the man was cuffed. Once he got quiet, take a knee off, boom, shake him up, let's go. Once he was on the ground, it was over. If you couldn't get him into the car, if you had a problem getting him into the car because he was resisting, okay, you got another charge there. Wait him out. Wait him out. So you're going to be here. The more you resist, the more you're going to be in them cuffs. I'm talking about, I wouldn't even do that, but I'm saying I would have thought that would have been more acceptable. So let's go to another. Let's move on to another, right? Because I mean, that was pretty graphic. That was pretty graphic, man. Let's talk about new.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over.
All right, let's stop it right there. This gentleman has asked the officer, why are you pulling me over? There's nothing wrong with that. If you get pulled over, you have the right to know what's going on. The officer gives him two reasons. The first reason is that he doesn't have his headlights on. The second reason is that he's not wearing a seatbelt. Either one of these reasons is sufficient for the officer to pull this driver over. Now, the driver says, hey, it's not raining. This is not inclement weather. The driver could be absolutely right. I believe the Florida statute necessitates that it either be raining, that it be foggy, or that it be smoking. We can see from the video here that it's not raining, not really foggy, not really smoking. So the defendant actually could win in court that, hey, he didn't have probable cause to pull me over. The issue, though, is that he was not wearing his seatbelt. So even if the officer pulled him over erroneously for the headlight violation, the officer still has him on the seatbelt. Now, let's assume that the officer was mistaken and he's wearing his seatbelt. Then both reasons are erroneous and the officer should not have pulled him over. What does that mean? It means that this young man can win in court. What this man cannot do is win on the asphalt. This driver is making a very poor decision in trying to argue his way and win his case in the street. He would be much better off, much safer if he could litigate this in court in a controlled environment where there are prosecutors who are hopefully reasonable, a judge who is hopefully reasonable, and maybe his own attorney. As we're about to see, he is in the street with none of these safeguards, and some of these officers, it appears, are not reasonable. It is my opinion that some of these officers demonstrated very poor police work. And so what I am going to do in the latter half of this video is show you some officers in a very similar situation that performed excellently. This is not a racial thing. In this situation, you have black and white officers and a black driver. And in the clip that I'm going to show you with excellent police work, again, you have black and white officers.
And we're so delusional. I mean, I'm convinced black people, particularly black men, we call our women delusional because they want 6 feet and all these things. But that man just said this was not racially motivated. What was it then? What the fuck was it? What the fuck was it? I mean, I'm so... My people, I guess we just... White people can't do no wrong. The white man can do no wrong. Everything he does is right. Well, he shouldn't have fought. He should fall in court. He shouldn't have argued on the street. He should have did this. White man got him on the seatbelt. He got him on that. So yeah. But it wasn't racially motivated. What was it then? What was it then? Now, of all the things that's going on in this country, people getting deleted, robberies, all these things that are violent, can cause harm to people. You pull a person over and tell them your headlights ain't on. And it's clearly no fog, as attorney said. It's clearly no rain. Right? It's clearly no smoke. But it is smoke. A racial smoke. Let's go.
And a black driver. But we're going to go ahead and break this down step by step from a legal framework so we can all understand what's going on. So what do we got? We have a cop making a stop. It appears to be good, but even if it's not, the driver is making the very first mistake in trying to contest this case on the street. He should take his tickets, sign it, and then show up to court and win there.
Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
35. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Now look at this driver. He is making another mistake. He's saying, why did you pull me over? Well, we already discussed it. This officer pulled you over for a seatbelt violation and for a headlight violation. Sometimes drivers want to convince the officers that they didn't commit these violations. That is wrong. You don't try to convince the officers. You try to convince the judge. This driver is making some very serious mistakes in this traffic stop.
Step out of the vehicle.
No,
Step out of the vehicle.
I disagree. Because what I think the attorney is missing here is it was a rhetorical question. What really are you pulling me over for? We already proved your first reason you pulled me over. We already proved the first reason you pulled me over for was not correct. Now you're making up shit as you go. Oh, your seatbelt on. How you don't know my seatbelt on while I was off while I was driving? I could have pulled over and took my seatbelt off and then came up to you. So I don't have to have my seatbelt on while I'm pulled over. And then the attorney contradicts said, well, the citizen has a right to know what you're pulling over for. And then when the officer makes the claims, right, if the citizen sees that these claims are false, then, right, The citizen also has the right to, well, what really, come on, what really you pulling me over? Come on. Just say it. You pulling me over, just say it. Because I'm black. Say it. That's what we got to understand. He just put him over because he was black. He saw a black man with tinted windows. We're going to get that Negro. We're going to get him. That's really what's going on here.
The police officer gave this driver a lawful command to step out of the vehicle. He needs to step out. He is not doing that either. This driver is setting himself up to be in a very risky situation.
25 seconds for 9-4. The driver just slammed the door and locked it. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be.
Let's stop it right here. A lot of people have pointed out correctly that even the responding officers' headlights are not on. So it seems very hypocritical for officers to pull over drivers for their headlights when the officers themselves are violating the law regarding their headlights. But that's neither here nor there. If these drivers are committing violations, the officers have the right to pull them over.
Sir, it's your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window.
In my opinion, I don't think the brother trusted the police's actions. I believe he felt attacked. I believe he felt the same way George Floyd felt, right? That, whoa, remember George Floyd felt, man, I got shot. You promise you won't shoot me. The police, in my opinion, are gangsters. They're gang bangers with the power of federally funding behind them. They are just as dangerous as your average gang member on the street, if not more dangerous. That people don't trust them. So what we have here is a young man not trusting their reasons. That's why when they say get out the car, he's like, no, I'm closing my door. Because he didn't trust the officers were doing a professional job. He believed that he was being targeted. And there's no reason for him to have to walk into a hostile situation. But we black people, oh, well, you should have. We don't know, he could want to plant drugs. He want to plant a gun in his car. Police are known to do these things. Police are known to plant evidence. This is historical. So why do I have to trust him? Why do I got to trust this dude who said he pulled me over for something that wasn't a fact? He made it up, and now he's making up more stuff, and he's being very assertive and aggressive towards me. Why can't I close my door and lock my doors and protect myself for someone I don't trust? I don't trust these officers at this point. At this moment, I have a bad feeling. I should, as a citizen, have a right to say, you know what? I'm not getting out of my car. Get a supervisor here. Get a supervisor here. I just want to be sure, right? And I want to put you guys on record that you guys are making me uncomfortable. You guys are mistaken. You guys are pulling me over for no reason. And blacks and whites for the police officer don't have a great history. I have a right not to trust you.
Well, we're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need to.
No, you're under arrest. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Can you unlock the door and step out? I will. Can you step out? You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted. You're required.
Let me stop it right here. Can you guys sense the difference in the tone of these two police officers? The first officer with a very elevated, aggressive tone is saying, open the door, you're under arrest for resisting. The second officer, the responding officer, said, hey man, can you open the door? Can we talk? This is how you want your police officers interacting with the community. Let me put myself on the big screen for a second because this is important. Guys, these police officers work for us, all right? They are here to protect us and to serve us. They're part of the government. When the police officers pull you over, there does need to be some understanding that, hey, we're all in the same community. You can talk to me like I'm a human being, even if I am not obeying your commands. Why is that? I'll be honest with you guys. People are going through stuff.
This nigga must not seen that Rodney King video. This nigga ain't must not seen the Rodney King video. There's been countless. Now see, homies from the hood, we know this shit, right? Even when there was in LA, right? You know, I'm from the LA. Even when there was gang truce, right? When they said we're having a truce, the police was grabbing niggas up off the street, taking them to the enemy's hood, dropping off in the hood, and shooting their gun in the air so the enemies would come out and attack. The police are no longer, how about I say this? The police and the integrity of the police force is no longer the integrity what it used to be. The police are not to be trusted. How time and time again, you hear what he said? Well, we're all in the same gang. How are we all in the same gang? We just see what happened to George Floyd. We know what happened to Rodney King, Trayvon Martin. We have seen it over and over and over. Countless of police encounters, or they have been in the wrong, or they have been doing people dirty, right? Where they're literally just arresting people just because. So can we admit? And where the problem we have is a lot of this on the Black community. America versus the Black man. This is how they feel about us. I'm not trying to beef. I'm not trying to say start a war. But at the same time, I'm not saying we need to side with them either. These motherfuckers, we're not all in the same gang, nigga. The police is not a part of our community. It's no way. He's delusional. The lawyer is delusional. We're not in the same gang. Gang.
Stuff every single day. Everybody goes through things. Cops pull people over on a day that their mother has passed away. Cops pull people over when they've been diagnosed with cancer and they have 90 days or 6 months to live. Cops pull people over when they've just been fired from their job. Do any of these excuses justify crazy behavior? No. But this driver is not acting crazily. This driver is resisting, and that's fine. But he's not being aggressive. The police later on, through the sheriff, indicated that they found a knife under his seat or by his feet, but they also indicated that he made no attempt to grab that knife. What you would want from police officers is a little bit of understanding. Not like the first cop, but like the second cop. Just saying, hey man, can you just step out? Can we talk? I really like the approach from the second officer, just being a little kind, a little human to human grace and understanding.
Yes. He's locked it up. He put the window down. Correct. Try to talk to him.
Okay. So what did he ask for when he I guess,
when he pulled me over, he walked up.
Look at this. Look at this. This officer is saying, hey, tell me what's going on. Talk to me. The first officer isn't asking any question, like, get out of the car, get out of the car. The second officer says, hey, man, let's come to a common understanding. Let's try to de-escalate this. Do you guys see how the first officer is escalating it? The second officer is trying to de-escalate it. Shout out to this second officer.
I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, there's multiple people headlights.
Okay, that's so.
And then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that?
Well, this officer is incorrect right here, but what all attorneys learn in our first year of practicing criminal defense is that officers are not attorneys. So many times they have a misunderstanding of what the law is. They will misquote the law, and that's fine. That's what courts are for. That's what judges are for. When this man says, hey, it's not raining, and the officer says, it doesn't matter.
Tell them that though. Tell them that though. They see, once again, right, making excuses for these motherfucking gangbangers. They pulled this nigga, they pulled up on him, made up some shit. Look at them, they was already plotting this before they pulled up. Look at this nigga. Think he is. Who the fuck his nigga think he is? Right? Pull up. Scourge. What's up, officer? Man, headlights ain't on. Just making up shit. Cause we right? Now, me, if I recognize that, I might think, okay, these motherfuckers trying to plant evidence on me. I understand the history of these motherfuckers. I'm not finna sit here and, oh, well, yes, officer, go ahead and set me up. No, I don't trust you. The police are evil. Just we're twins. So, you know, it's evident and it's without, I ain't gonna lie to you, it's wild, really evident that they don't like blacks. America, I believe in their police force and their government force, of whatever, right? I believe there's an ideology, right? There's a strong sentiment that black people are our enemies and we treat them as such. Because, you know, these officers, this is too much. This happened way too many times to say that it's just coincidental. Even the other officer who's talking nice, he know it's wrong, but he got to back his buddy. Well, you're supposed to have your headlights on. Well, it's not raining. It doesn't matter. He knew that the youngster was right, but it was just all about backing his partner. So the police, they just, in my opinion, they have some sort of beef. They have beef with the blacks. The whole total American government in totality. I just don't think. I think the systemic racism is real, and it's carried over into the police force. Right? That even when they're in the wrong, clearly, right, they are purposely disrespecting this man's rights to a professional policing.
Matter, you got to have your headlights on. That's an incorrect statement of law, but that's fine. Let's keep going.
Can you put that law?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Hey, can you call your supervisor? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Oh.
Vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
All right, let's stop it right there. Guys, this.
Now we all in the same game, nigga? We in the same game? Did that warrant them put their hands on that man? What's good? What's good? But us black people, we said they were right. He shouldn't have been doing all that talking. Matter of fact, they might as well say, nigga, turn your ass around, put your booty hole so they can sex you. Might as well say that, right? We're so hypocritical, right? On one end, nigga, don't be a bitch, nigga, don't be a punk. But for the white policeman, be a punk, be a bitch. Don't stand up for yourself. Let the niggas do whatever they want to you and fight it in court. In the corrupt court system, right? The same niggas that are going around putting RICOs on people. They don't have RICOs. The whole justice system, in my opinion, from the cops all the way up to the attorneys and the judges are corrupted. They've been compromised.
Right here absolutely is indefensible. There is no reason why this man should have been punched in the mouth. He has not been physically aggressive with these officers. He has not threatened these officers in any way. This gentleman is saying some stupid things. He's like, hey, show me the law. You're not entitled to see what the law is while you're on the asphalt. All right, that's what court is for. This driver is very confused about where he's at, but you are allowed to be confused without getting punched in the teeth. You're going to hear a lot of people review this footage, and they're going to say, well, if he would have complied with this officer's lawful orders, this would not have happened. They're right. But even though they're right, it does not excuse this type of mistreatment, this type of abuse. Again, I'm going to show you a very similar situation where the officer's there.
But this is the same nigga saying we all in the same game. The same attorney right now said earlier, we're in the same gang, that they're police, we're the community, we're the community tie, we all in the same gang. Until he saw that, oh, well, that was excessive. But the question is, no chaser. The question is, was this racially motivated? Was this a sign in 2025? Come on now, this is 2025, no chaser. That even though I believe honestly that black people have forgiven white people for the atrocities of slavery, but the white people don't want to let black people forget about it. They continue to do this. They continue to be disrespectful, right? They continue to be, violent towards us, even when we're nonviolent. I granted, we got some haters out there. I ain't gonna lie, we got some dudes that put in their work. I'm not finna dispute that. But let's keep it real. This is an act, in my opinion, of an internal issue.
Handled it beautifully. These officers can enforce the law without abusing the community. I could already tell from the way that this officer was conducting the traffic stop that he was looking to escalate the situation. It's come out that this officer has received numerous complaints in the past. Of course, the sheriff's office investigates these and no real punishment was meted out. So many times when you practice criminal law, you will have these same officers on the witness stand. And as an attorney, you are cross-examining them, and let me tell you, so many of these officers, they do not like it. They feel like they should be the ones in power. They should be the ones in control. And when you start asking them very pointed questions and insist and demand on an answer, now they get their backs all bowed up. Here, this driver was not complying with what this officer wanted, and now this officer's back is all bowed up, and this officer's going to show this man who's boss. So the first thing that this officer does when he makes physical contact with this driver is punch him in the teeth. This is absolutely inexcusable. Now, let me say, the state's attorney's office has investigated this situation, and guess what they found? They found that this officer committed no wrongdoing. This officer has been cleared of any criminal charges. So does this mean that if you don't follow an officer's direction, any officer can come up and punch you in the teeth? This sets a very bad precedent about how police can interact with us, and it justifies this long-standing distrust that some people, some communities have with the police. Punching this non-compliant but non-violent driver is inexcusable.
Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands. Here.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now. All right.
Oh, come on, man. Come on. Did you guys see the second punch? Punched him right in the mouth again.
I thought we was all in the same game, nigga. It's not about a salary. It's all about reality. Gangster. This was a savage attack, nigga. This is what they want to do from the beginning. This is what they want to do from the beginning. They have no intentions if they really want a peaceful situation, then they're like, look, we're going to write you a ticket. Okay, your headlights on. We're going to give you a light. Let's get your license. Right, let's see, as you know, license insurance. Okay, your insurance is good. Your registration good. Let me go back, write the ticket, driving without headlights. Make sure, while they're driving the ticket, you're taking pictures on your phone of the day in question so that you can have evidence in court that there was no rain, no smoke, no fog. That was how this was. The police wanted a peaceful end. That was what they were supposed to do. They wanted smoke, nigga. Not the smoke to have your headlights on. They wanted to clock his lights, obviously. They want the smoke. And they gave him the smoke. They did exactly what they wanted to do to this nigga. They were looking at this nigga like, fuck him, bitch ass. All of them participated too. The guy who was talking nice to him set his ass up. Man, wait, just let us talk to you. Trying to bait him out to that fire. Fuck it. Bust the window open. That nigga, I don't see nothing different between that and the niggas in the hood. Walking niggas down. These niggas is gangsters, man. These niggas is criminals. This was not professional at all. Snatch that nigga up out the car. Nigga, this is hood shit.
We're going to look at this in slow motion, and there might be some people who want to justify this second punch. And let me tell you, this man, in my opinion, the driver, is being compliant. It is impossible for you to comply with 4 or 5 officers pulling you in different directions. Some officers are going to want you to go to the ground. Other officers are going to want you to stand up so they can cuff you. While you're being ragdolled around, what does that look like? It looks like you're not complying. But what's happening is that you have 4 or 5 grown men tugging on you in different directions. Let's take a look at what's going on. We can see here that the officer who broke the window has his right arm around the subject's head and neck, right? Now look, he reaches in, he reaches back, he balls his fist up. As he balls his fist up, let's take a look to see where the driver's hands are. The driver's hands are behind his back. This man is causing no threat to the officer who's about to punch him in the mouth. Boom, right there. This is inexcusable. Hits him right in the jaw. And again, this man's arms are behind his back. He falls to the ground. Now, I'm telling you, it can look like this man is resisting, but I want you to have 4 or 5 officers pulling and grabbing on you, pushing your body, pushing your head to the ground. Your pain receptors will cause you to move. They've got the driver down. Now look at this. The same officer who made the initial stop, the officer who punched the guy in the mouth twice, now he's punched the guy in the back of the leg, in the hamstring. Y'all see his arm right there? That's one punch. Do you see his fist? That's the second punch. It looks like, oh my God, it looks like he gave him a nut shot. Here's another punch, a third punch. Here's another punch, a fourth punch. Meanwhile, guys, this man has his hands behind his back and there are 3 or 4 officers on his back. And this officer is still pounding away on this young driver. Here's another punch, a 5th punch. Look at this man. There's an officer there with his hands. Why is that? I'll be honest with you guys. People are going through stuff every single day. Everybody goes through things. Cops pull people over on a day that their mother has passed away. Cops pull people over when they've been diagnosed with cancer and they have 90 days or 6 months to live. Cops pull people over when they've just been fired from their job. Do any of these excuses justify crazy behavior? No. But this driver is not acting crazily. This driver is resisting, and that's fine. But he's not being aggressive. The police later on, through the sheriff, indicated that they found a knife under his seat or by his feet, but they also indicated that he made no attempt to grab that knife. What you would want from police officers is a little bit of understanding, not like the first cop, but like the second cop, just saying, hey man, can you just step out? Can we talk? assaulting community members. You have to get control of these individuals. I understand that. But why are you punching this man in the thighs? This is inexcusable.
This nigga crazy. This nigga crazy. I admit it. We delusional. Right? Oh, let's step out. Can you talk to me? Talk to who? These niggas already showing aggression, and you want me to think that all of a sudden that these officers putting up on me with bogus claims, talking aggressively, you want me to get out and just give up my ass? I'm already skeptical. I don't trust him. I don't trust the situation. My gut instinct telling me, let me get a supervisor. Can I get a supervisor? Let me get a supervisor. And then they show what their intentions was. It's fucking, we going in to get this nigga. So this is just one of many. This is one of thousands of encounters. This is not just one or two. These are thousands and thousands of encounters. This happens like daily. Nigga, so how are we gonna say that America really fucks with us? When truth be told, they don't fuck with us. They don't. Moving on, let's go to another. Enough of that. That was pretty. This last one. So the last one, I'm in the stream. Thank you for your support, No Chaser. Now we're going to the last one. And we end it.
On November 1st, 2024, after more than 900 days behind bars, Jeffrey Williams was released from jail. Just a couple of days earlier, though, he was facing a possible sentence of 120 years.
The rapper, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams Jr., was arrested Monday on 56-count racketeering indictment.
He had been on trial for almost a year, with the proceedings around his fate eventually becoming the longest trial in the history of Georgia. Before that, though, he was a music legend. Young Thug had been an icon in hip-hop for over 10 years, with people calling his voice a beautiful instrument, an extraordinarily distinctive artist with 3 Billboard #1 singles and countless awards to his name. In the words of many critics, he was the David Bowie or Prince of hip-hop, one of the biggest musical figures to ever come out of Atlanta. With a general understanding that hip-hop wouldn't be what it is today without him, his clothes have ended up in fine art exhibits around the world, and he even won a Grammy Award for Song of the Year in 2019. But the story of how he ended up in a courtroom facing a 120-year sentence in the first place as part of the longest and most controversial trial ever in Georgia is long and complicated.
I've done 300 appeals in the state of Georgia alone. I've never read a case like this.
It's an all too real reminder of a corrupt legal system, the dark side of the music industry, and, of course, the life of Young Thug himself. And it all starts with a little kid growing up in one of the worst parts of Atlanta. If you're interested in more of my creations, we just launched a brand new set of pendants from our brand Spirit World that we designed from scratch. All of them are made from solid 925 sterling silver. With time, it was widely known as one of the worst places to live in Georgia, with everyday life being consumed for him, mainly because he was just so strange. Whoever he was rapping alongside, featuring on their song, he made them sound boring and normal. It didn't matter who it was, he always stole the show. Were filed, a leak list appeared revealing that other potential targets she was looking at included groups affiliated with Playboi Carti, Future, Lil Baby, and more. The case against Young Thug was simple. In January of 2015, 26-year-old Donovan Nut Thomas was gunned down outside an Atlanta barbershop in what authorities described as a premeditated attack. According to prosecutors, the murder was not a random act of violence, but a calculated hit connected to ongoing rivalries in the city. And the Fulton County District Attorney's Office alleges that Young Thug had a central role in orchestrating the killing. Prosecutors claim that Young Thug financed and organized the hit, tying it to a larger racketeering scheme under Georgia's RICO Act. A key piece of evidence presented early in the case involves a silver Infiniti Q50 sedan, reportedly rented in Young Thug's name, which prosecutors say was the getaway vehicle in the murder. Surveillance footage from the night of the murder captured the car near the crime scene, further linking Young Thug to the incident, according to the state's allegations. And immediately out of the gate, Fani Willis established a strategy of bringing rap lyrics and social media posts as a mountain of evidence in her case against Young Thug. A highly controversial move that, while widely considered unconstitutional, doesn't have any previously set precedent for or against it at this time. It was shocking and controversial. Unfortunately for Thug, he would be denied bond over and over, with the state describing him as a significant risk to his community. He remained behind bars with no chance of release or bail as the process of jury selection and setting up a trial got underway. But with over 30 years of legal experience, Young Thug's attorney Brian Steele wasn't going down without a fight. He was bringing an unmatched expertise and determination to win a highly intimidating case protecting one of the most pivotal figures in modern hip-hop, despite the DA's overwhelming desire to put him behind bars for the rest of his life. The YSL trial was unprecedented in its scope and complexity. It's difficult to understand just how big it really was. It stands now as the longest trial in Georgia's history, with jury selection alone taking over 10 months and requiring more than 1,000 Georgia residents to be called before they found the final 12 jurors. 4 different judges presided over the case after 3 were recused, and the prosecution would call more than 300 witnesses. Amid the proceedings, 3 co-defendants were stabbed while in jail. The real story, though, is about how this case was handled on all sides, becoming not just the longest trial in Georgia's history, but by far one of the most absurd legal proceedings ever seen. Even though Young Thug was arrested on May 9th, 2022, jury selection didn't begin until January of 2023, 8 months later. By the time that process got underway, Young Thug had already spent months behind bars, waiting for his day in court. The process of jury selection itself, though, was grueling and difficult, taking over 10 months as both the prosecution and defense searched long and hard to find 12 impartial individuals from the massive pool in front of them. According to a legal expert, there are a few reasons why this process is unusually challenging. Number 1, he's a celebrity, and number 2, it's a RICO trial. They're estimating it's going to take up to a year. So you have to find people who can give up a year of their life to sit on the jury, and that's really hard to do. Add on to that the fact that jurors would only be paid $25 a day to be on the case. It was probably just as hard to find someone who could afford that versus someone who didn't know who Young Thug was already. As the selection process began, there were quickly issues with many jurors having conflicts of interest. Ultimately, Judge Glanville, who was presiding over the situation, made the final decision of who could sit on the jury. For this reason, to ensure each juror was vetted correctly, they had to fill out a 37-page survey asking everything from people's social media activity to their frequency of listening to rap music to make sure they wouldn't be biased for or against Young Thug. A difficult situation to be in, given his status as one of the most famous musicians in Atlanta. Of course, though, there were even more hiccups that only further delayed the trial from getting underway. Glanville ended up punishing a number of people who had been summoned to be on the jury, including one person who had gone on a trip to the prosecutors and a witness without the defense present. Isn't just unethical, it was a glaring sign of bias towards the prosecution's side. What's more, though, when confronted, the judge never denied that the meeting.
So my case, undefeated, another undefeated string. America don't like black people. And anybody dare challenge me on this, we take it all the way. I only put topics I'm going to win. And on my platform, right, you come on here trying to challenge, you're pretty much 99.9% going to lose. Going to lose. My case is Trump tight. And I got way more information. I ain't even bring in the Breonna Taylor, right? I ain't bring in all the other multiple instances. But just, watch your back, black man. We are targets. The war is not over like you think it is. Don't think, shit is sweet. Because you can fall. This can happen to you in the state nearest you. Black man, we're losing and we're down bad. But shit, it is what it is. We're going to keep fighting. Have a good day, everybody. Thank you for your support who came in. I'll hit the like button. Share the stream. Have a good day.